Okay, Hollywood, so you're dragging us in once again with another movie there you're supposedly adapting from the story of the Apostle Paul, another biblical film, in fact. Now, for those of you who don't know, this film has not even been given a release date yet, and I've even seen on IMDb that some of the producers of this film include Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, two Oscar-winning writers and movie creators of some of the likes, and they've actually gotten Hugh Jackman to play the part of the Apostle Paul. Now, in terms of talent and acting and looks, I think he fits the part quite well. But I'm actually making this movie as a way of saying, please. Please, for once, Hollywood, would you try making a faithful adaptation this time? I'm not saying this because I'm a religious nut job. I'm saying this just as a friend. Because I really think that Hollywood has a long track record of misrepresenting scripture. I don't want this to be an adaptation showing as if that the Apostle Paul gets a delusion of some kind and starts a whole cult of personality. No, that's not what Christianity is at all is about. Christianity is about the wisdom of love and coming to know who your creator is and loving your neighbor as yourself. I mean, even more to it than just that. Now, the fact is, I think the last movie that really had a good biblical adaptation was probably The Prince of Egypt. But I just want to say this to the fact that, hey, these are people, hey, you guys, you have the skills, you have the time, you have the effort, you have the materials, and you have all the effort and the abilities to actually make good films. And I'm just asking, maybe if this actually is an intention of yours to win a little favor with the Christian audience, well, there you go. I'm all for you. I want you guys to do things right. I just want to make sure that you know and do everything right. And in fact, I recommend you watch on YouTube the video called The Acts of the Apostles, the Visual Bible, starring especially Dean Jones as the Dr. Luke. Now, it actually shows in a faithful adaptation sort of way, actually from the 90s, a lot of great Christian material was produced, but it shows a lot of the things that happened to all the apostles after, Jesus' ascension into heaven, and including the events that happened to Paul and how he ended up writing like half of the New Testament and such. But it's rather really amazing and such, and I recommend you try watching a little bit of that for good critical information and some visual aid. And as a matter of fact of speaking, some other adaptations from Christian books. So for those of you who don't know, even an adaptation of the movie The Shack is coming out, starring Sam Worthington, who starred in Avatar, and Octavia Spencer, the Oscar-winning African-American actress, who I think is kind of funny, and she was really good in The Help. But I'm just asking Hollywood, could you just please try getting it right this time? I was really disappointed with Exodus, Gods and Kings, and the Noah movie. But the other good Christian movies that actually did come out that were somewhat faithful was perhaps God's Not Dead and Heaven is for Real. Now, those are movies that a lot of people don't seem to like, but I like. Anyways, I just wanted to make this short and sweet, and I just say, hey, Ben Affleck, I'm still a big fan of yours, and I know you've got good effort and such, but I just want to make sure that you know and do everything right, especially your friend Matt Damon, and especially you, Hugh Jackman. I believe in you. You're a good actor, and I just hope you do a good job.